Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are new, subscribe. If you've seen the title, then you know what this video is. I have been gone. I would say consistently. I've been consistently gone for about 5 years, but like in and out. It's been like maybe, well, I just posted a video the other day, so technically it's been a few days. But like it's probably been like maybe like 8 months since you guys have really seen a video from me. Um, so this video is to address that and hopefully to commit to consistency from here on out. And I will let you know what content you can expect coming out to the end of the video. Okay, I'm gonna be looking here. I might also be looking over here because I have like little notes, things that I do want to, I can't miss. And I also am mindful that this can't be over 9 minutes, 19 minutes, because that's as much space as I have on my phone. So let's make this quick and let's make this concise. Hopefully you guys get everything that you came here for. And if you have any questions, comment down below. Okay, reason for the break. Burnout, healing, pivoting, all the things. I think like I said, 5 years. So that would have been like during COVID, I stopped. Mainly because I got it. I got a job and I wasn't able to put as much attention and time into editing the content that I want on here and as consistently. And so I realized like in my beta, like rollout, coming down to the end, like the quality of the content didn't really reflect who I really wanted to show up as on here. And so I took a step back. I also moved. There was a lot of moving, a lot of traveling, a lot of stuff going on in between. And I felt like in order for me to be my most authentic self in real life, I needed to take a step back from posting. So I didn't stop recording. I just stopped posting. So there's a lot of footage that I do want to share with you guys, but I don't know how or when that will look like. But going forward, I will be posting. Oh, we'll get to that. Okay, so yes, let's go to the burnout. Yes, he handled that. Healing, I think there was just a lot. I think as life goes on, like as life progresses, if we all realize like the baggages that we're carrying, the things that hurt that we didn't really acknowledge, all kinds of stuff, like whether it be family, friends, whatever, relationships, that kind of stuff. So there was a lot of healing there. And then pivoting, career, and just overall life, like I moved to Toronto. I moved back home. Oh, wow. That's the biggest piece. It's new for you guys, but it's like so fine for me. Obviously, you see a different background. I moved back home to the Bahamas. So it's very hot in here. It's very hot in here. Hence why I am so scantily clad. But that's, I guess, the biggest piece. I'll get to why, but mainly for like a sense of community, and also to be like willingly and intentionally giving back to my community and like a real villager, for lack of a better term. Other things, pivoting. Okay, so that was a part of it. Okay, so if I ever felt like giving up, okay, so yes, but that's such a loaded question. So yes, in the sense of however you might be thinking about it, because like everybody thinks of giving up on anything at a certain point. Especially, I thought about giving up on this YouTube channel. I thought about like starting a whole new channel and just being like, you know what, let's start over. Like, you know what I mean? But the reason I didn't is because, well, consistency. I have a following here. Also, I don't like to give up on things. I'm pretty loyal that way. And then I still had a lot of vision for this channel. So there's a lot that I want to put out here that I want. I mean, it is literally the life and times of Slim Jim. I'm not dead. Come on, guys. But that was the giving up that I was alluding to. Like, yes, I have thought about, not being here, obviously, with struggling with mental health. I think I've discussed that on here. Like that comes up sometimes. But obviously, God, can't give up. Moving on. Okay, where am I now? So I told you guys, I'm here. I'm in the Bahamas. I'm in Exuma to be exact. If you know that island, if you don't, then it doesn't really make a difference to you. I'm in the Bahamas. Reasons being, I decided to move back because of, I guess, life reasons, lifestyle. I'm not a city girl. Like, oh my gosh, I watched Sex in the City growing up, and like I have always like had a longing for a big city kind of vibe. I wanted to go to New York for college. That didn't happen. So moving to Toronto, that like naturally was the next, But then I realized living there, I'm not a city girl. I'm an island girl through and through, and it makes sense because I went to high school in a city and I didn't really like it. I chose to go to another island for university. Like it all just screamed no, no, no. But at the same time, you can't know until you try. I mean, at least you can't know it intimately until you try. And I realized that I'm not a city girl. Also, mainly, I want a house. 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 And that's like top of my goal right now. So I feel like, no, not I feel like, I know it's very unrealistic for me as a young professional to acquire a house in Toronto without partnering with anybody. And I'm not really, that's not my mission. I am a very like, you know what? I'm not saying that I will always do it alone, but for right now, I want to start off with a solid foundation that I built myself. That way I know I always have something to go back to or fall back on, like as far as like income wise. You know what I mean? If I have a house, that's collateral. Um, but in terms of finances, but yeah, I want a house mainly, and moving home is so much easier to like build a house, to get it off the ground, because I live in community. I live with family and friends and people that are in a small knit community. It's a family island, literally. The people are really skilled at what building houses because they've been doing it for years. They know what it takes. They know they can, guide me a lot better than in a city where it's like they're literally just trying to get money. And then that's the other piece for me. I found that in that city, although I enjoyed the convenience of like a first world country and the city life, I found that it wasn't serving me. It wasn't feeding me. It was more so of like a frivolous dream. Like if that makes sense, like it was like, okay, ambition, success, yes, yes, you have all of these things, but what do you have to show for it in the end? Do you have love? Do you have joy? Do you have peace? Do you have patience? Do you have kindness? Are you compassionate? Do you love? And those are things that I didn't really see in that city. I saw like it was lacking it, and it was so hard. And I saw like business, like money and all of that stuff taken over, and that's not what I grew up on, and that's not what I know, and that's not what's core, like at my core. So I can't thrive in a place where it's all about money, 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 and greed, and you know what I mean, just like striving, 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 but striving to what end? Like you still have to, in the end, like with all the things that you have will not keep you warm at night, whatever Ari Lennox says in the end of that song. But yeah, so that was it for me. I had my dream job, I had my dream apartment, and it was good. It was great. It was nice. But yeah, fulfillment. I think that was the piece that was missing. And so I left it all and I moved home. And to be fair, I've been home since February. That's March, April, May, June, July, August, 6 months. And I feel like the most fulfilled that I've ever felt in my entire life. And I don't even have a job. I'm unemployed. Well, not anymore, but we'll get to that. But said all that to say, like, it really does, like surroundings, environment, all of that stuff matters, and it matters to me. And so it, even though it was a hard decision, it had been looming for the whole 5 years that I was living in Canada. Like I was like, I think I go back home, babe. Like I think I go back home. Like I each time, like because I would meet people, not that I didn't find community there, not that I didn't find love, not that I didn't find compassion. I lived with my family. My family has a church there, and like I sought out community and I found it. I found great people. Like I made connections, but like it was like those connections, those people are striving out of stony ground. Like it's like, and I hate to like make it all like biblical or whatever, or even like sound so rigidly biblical, but like it's it's like it's hard. It's hard. It's like literally a rose growing out of concrete. Like it's not easy. And I'm not saying that I'm looking for easy, but I know what I left, and I know that I could always go back. So why not go back? If that makes sense. No, the term "there's no place like home" always hits. And going back to the island, come on, you can never compete with that. Like you cannot compete where you don't compare. And I'm mindful that I'm blessed to have that privilege, and I'm grateful. And I'm happy that I was able to, and I can, and I can, pick up life and, build a house and do the things that I wasn't able to do there. Or I'm not saying that I wasn't able to. I just didn't see myself like settling there. I wouldn't. I would not have found a husband. I could tell you that. I wasn't gonna buy a house. So what was I gonna do? Work, 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 and kill myself with stress and burnout and Uber Eats. Anyways, so that's where I'm at now. And so let's get into literally where I'm at. Did your definition of success change? I guess that definitely answered that question. Um, did my values evolve? I don't think they evolved. I think my values remain the same. I just became very aware of what they were and the fact that they were non-negotiable. Like, I think a lot of people negotiate or barter off their values based off of like, success, accomplishments, money, all that stuff. For me, the things that I value, which is love, community, and equality, those are things that I will never compromise on. I will die for that, straight up. So living in a place where like it's hard to find, not me. So back to my channel, because this is I've been talking in terms of personal, but like also you guys come here to watch content. It's not all about me personally. So as a creator, the reason why and where I'm at now, before I thought like my value was in like being consistent, showing up and being perfect. So when I didn't show up, it was because I couldn't get it perfect. So I'm not going to post because I can't. And I'm realizing a lot now that perfection doesn't matter, which to be fair was how YouTube started, like how it became such a big thing, like Jackie Aina and all of the It's My Ray Ray and all of my favorite content creators from 2009 and before, like their videos they would literally just do this and post. And so I'm reminded of my roots, but also reminded that like done is better than perfect. And so I would rather, I'm telling myself, I would rather show up for you guys and give you quality content as far as like me speaking and, what I have to share, as opposed to the aesthetics and what it looks like. What did silence teach me about creativity? So, like I said, I didn't stop creating. I still was creating content. I just wasn't posting. Well, I wouldn't say creating. I was still recording or documenting or harvesting content. I just wasn't posting. And so in the silence, I realized that like one, everything is content. From what the girls are doing online, everything is content, but everything isn't quality content. And so I'm mindful of that. I'm mindful of being present in like moments, even though I feel like recording or certain things, I feel like I oh my gosh, this would be great for content. It's like, content isn't always creativity, because sometimes you could have content that's just like I could take a picture and that's content, but like creativity I think takes a bit more intentionality, a bit more connection, a bit more like sitting with it. And so I learned to sit with things. I learned to, maybe even though that would be a great story, or that would be that could possibly go viral, or that would be great to share or to like get views. Maybe the world doesn't need to see that right now. Maybe people need hope. Maybe people need light. Maybe people need encouragement. Maybe they need, So I'm just mindful of. I learned a lot more the purpose of creativity. It isn't always to, like I said, it's not always about money, 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 what you can get, but what can you give? What can you share? How can you lift somebody else up? How can you share a part of your journey to help somebody maybe skip a pitfall or a pothole in their road as they're coming along? And so, with that being said, I am going to, I'm going to be posting once a week. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like. It could be a shot of gym video, which this is. It could be a life and times of Slim Jim, which is a vlog. And it could also be a gym series of evolution, which is just me rambling about like what I'm figuring out in life. Similar to what I would be talking about on my podcast, adulting or whatever. And it could also just be like I do my morning devotions at the beach sometimes, and sometimes maybe I want to share that and share the sunrise because it's beautiful with you guys. So content's gonna look a bit different. It's gonna be slow lifestyle living, storytelling, quiet creativity with a little bit of travel, because I have not let that travel bug go. I'm sorry, I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna do it. And speaking of travel, like I've done a bit. I visited Barbados. I think that was last year. I went to Europe. In Europe, I went to France. I went to Italy. I went to Spain. I touched down in Germany, but that didn't count because it was just a layover. But like that was such a rich trip. I would love to share that content with you guys. I would also love to share with you guys what I learned, what I saw from being on the other side of the world. But yeah, there's also more trips to come up. So let's keep it moving. Question: what do I want my audience to feel when visiting my page? And I think this is the biggest part, which is why I didn't want to leave it out. I want you guys to feel seen. Like, I know when I turn this video on or when I turn the camera on, sorry, like I feel seen, I feel heard. Even before I post the video, I just feel like, oh my God, whew, great, got that out. But I want you guys to feel seen. I want you to feel okay, wherever you are, like wherever you might be in a gloomy state, you might be in an upbeat state, you might be joyful, you might be sad, you might be hopeless right now, like I don't know what this girl's talking about, like, you know what I mean? But I want you to feel like it's okay to feel that, it's okay to be there, it's okay, because it's all a part of the journey. And don't think because I might be where I am right now, or I'm experiencing life in a different version or a different way, or might be at a different point in the journey, I never felt the way that you felt, or I never was there. Trust me, you can go back, and there are videos. I think I alluded, I touched on like the not wanting to be here, or the feeling of giving up at one point, and I even have content of that. Like there was a day, oh my gosh, I don't want to get too, trigger warning, trigger warning. So I'll leave it, but I just want you guys to feel seen. I want you to feel heard. I want you to feel acknowledged, and I want you to know that it's okay to feel however you feel in the moment. Because once you're still breathing, once you're still swimming, once you're still feeling like, you know what, I'm gonna see what tomorrow holds anyway. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it a whirl. I'm just gonna, give it one more punch. You're still in the ring, and I'm proud of you for that. So yeah, that's all I want you to get from this my page, in any kind of content that you come across from me, whether it be YouTube, Substack, Pinterest, Instagram, whatever. Just know I'm glad you're here. Keep it moving. What's new? So things that I'm currently working on, and that I would have been working on in the past 5 years. I'm workshopping this movie, the short film that I did a media training program with this organization called POV, and it was like I just literally spur of the moment made it for a pitch competition that we were having, but it's been coming up on my mind to like continue writing the story. It's called New Hood. I'll probably do another video about what it's about, but yeah, that's something I'm working on. I'm also working on launching my own business, which is Little Saint Advisory, business administration and consulting. I'll tell you guys about a little bit more about that in another video. There's also my Substack, which is Letters from the Well of Grace. I also have a podcast called Letters from the Well of Grace, and I'm also working on relaunching Adulting Whatever, which is going to be monthly episodes now. Me and Ash are going to relaunch in September, so you guys can look out for that. And the drum roll, please. What do they say? The piece de resistance, whatever, the thing that you, I guess, might not have guessed or known, or I would never have guessed. I'm gonna be teaching. That's gonna be my new. That's been the biggest pivot, career wise, and just overall, like it aligns with where I want to be in life. Where I spoke on fulfillment and garnering like the things that money can't buy. And if you know anything about teaching, it's the complete opposite of finance and banking. The money is not there. It's not where the money resides. It's very much not. But I will be rich in experiences, and I will find it rewarding to pour into a new and upcoming generation, which is something that I've always aspired to, even with this channel. Like it's kind of been my go-to, like my goal in my mind when starting this channel, but I never thought it would like actually pivot into real life teaching. But that will also be a part of the vlogs, the lifestyle, the soul living that I will be sharing with you guys. So you'll get a first-hand view on me decorating my class, the things that my outfits, because that's going to be my favorite part. Skip on before I go to what's still the same and answer these questions that I know you guys are, love life, non-existent. I'm single. Okay. Career, teaching. Great. Home, I live with my family. Extended family is my grandmother. None of your business. There you go. Goals. There are so many. We'll talk about that in another video. 2 years to 30. Oh my gosh, we'll talk about that in another video. Anyways, so that's a bit of what's going on with me and what's still the same. I'm still me. Like, I'm still funny. I'm still raw. I'm still uncut. I still love to explore. I still love to share. I still love to experience life in the quiet moments, in the, I don't know, the journey, the passing by, the passing through, the feelings. I'm a lot wiser now, or rather, I'm tapping into the wisdom that I've always had. And I just want to share that with you guys. So thank you so much for sticking with me, not unsubscribing. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I hope to live up to the expectations that you guys have had. I hope to be more consistent, but thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Wiggle link. Bye. This is the intro, but this is really like after the fact because so y'all didn't get to see this in the video. But I had this whole thing planned, and because I was so locked in to getting on my Zoom, I forgot. I'm trying to cheers you guys. First of all, this is a big glass of orange juice, lots of pulp. Cheers, because I'm getting over a cold. But also, oh, the things that I'm celebrating. Okay, it's a toast to life, the journey, the earnings, the just for the plus. Gratitude is a must. All the things, but mainly I finished my degree. I literally on Tuesday. Oh my gosh, maybe that'll be a video. Maybe we should actually save the orange juice. Anyways, no, we're not saving celebrations here. On Tuesday, I'll receive my actual degree certificate in the mail, and maybe I'll add a clip here in here if I have enough space later or better. I have more time now because I was freaking out just now because I didn't have time. Okay. Again, cheers to life, the journey, the earnings, adjust for the plus. Gratitude is a must. I'm grateful. But mainly grateful for one, getting the job as a teacher. I'm not sure what grade I will be teaching yet, but it has to be either grade 3 or a high school class. So fingers crossed. I don't know. May God and the odds be ever in my favor. Other things that I'm celebrating. Yes, getting my degree certificate. It's coming in the mail on Tuesday. Another thing. Honestly, I can't remember. My brain is coming up blank. But you know what? We celebrate nonetheless. We're grateful. We're just happy. We're happy to be here. Happy to have you here. And I could not let this moment pass without a cheers because you guys know. Oh, that's the thing. It's orange juice. Yeah, mainly because I'm sick, but also because I'm sober. It's been, I don't know exactly how long, but it's been a few months. And for the foreseeable, boom, 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 for the foreseeable future, hopefully, well, not hopefully, with intentions, yes, we'll be sober. But cheers to life. Cheers to many more, many more videos, and hopefully, fun videos. Hopefully, more comments. Hopefully, more subscribers. Hopefully, funds, funds, funds from YouTube. Okay, I did want to clarify. I downed the whole orange juice, but I did want to clarify, like, sober from smoking, sober from drugs, and sober curious as far as alcohol, because I still do enjoy a little prosecco at dinner or a glass of wine, socially, or a beer at the pub, but nothing more than one. Like, my limit is one. Anything more than one is not a part of the assignment. Okay. Oh man, wow. Feels so good. It feels good to be back. How does it feel to have me back? Anyways, bye guys. Oh, the last time y'all saw me, wow, we haven't even spoken about the hair. There's so much things. There's so much things. Last time y'all saw me, I had a fade. Obviously, this is not a fade. My hair is growing. It is grown. It is grown. It is grown. It is grown. It is growing. And soon, hopefully, by the grace of God, we'll be at the ponytail stage where I don't have to worry about what my hair is doing or what I'm doing with my hair. We could just, throw it in one and go. But this is just a temporary style. I am awaiting a hair appointment. And that's another reason why I needed to be home, because what in the devil was that hair appointment, hairstylist situation in the city. Get toe, get toe, get toe. The one thing I blessed God for was my nail tech. And honestly, the next time I touch down in Toronto, I'm booking an appointment. Actually, I'm booking an appointment before I go because I'm gonna need a mani pedi and a full set. What? Oh, I miss her so much. If you're watching this, soon come. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I've said bye so many times. Clearly, I don't want to leave you. But anyways, thanks for watching. We link. Like your hair. Thanks for watching again. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We link. Love you guys. We link.